death trip.
It is not life and death.
If I don't go in soon to get whatever's going on in here, I'm gonna not want to be alive anyway. I wonder what they done years ago. What do you do?
I'm thinking hot packs. They probably had lots of remedies. I don't know that they tried.
I had to try some. Laura Ingalls Wilder, I think they used to take him down to the creek and put him in a mud cake. Stick my head in a mud hole. There's a lot of that around here now.
Well, there's a lot of that.
2.9 inches last night. What?
We had 6 tenths, and I went out and checked it because there was a lull in the rain. And then, just like that, it just... Do you have the cam? How are you doing with the camera over there?
Oh, hallucinating.
Just like that, it's just torrential rains, and I'm like, uh-oh. I didn't expect it to be 2.9, though. So within, what, less than an hour, we probably got 2.3 inches.
I don't know how. I was in and out of consciousness, I believe. Oh, yeah. Look at the people.
Tell them your symptoms.
Severe jaw aches, teeth hurt.
Headache.
It's kind of a dull headache. Here we are telling our sickness stories again.
No fever so far that we've detected, but
Just
these
don't
symptoms all indicate probable sinus infection.
No doubt about it.
Definitely laryngitis.
No doubt about it.
I shouldn't laugh, should I?
It's better than a sore throat. I don't like sore throats.
I don't either.
So
he brought me with. I said, "Can't you go by yourself?"
No.
And he's like, "I can't talk." And so mainly, if he gets a prescription, I'm along to get the prescription.
You're gonna have to do it all, and when I'm down to grunting, then you've been around me. You know what my grunts mean better than any nurse is gonna know. So you're the grunt
Interpreter.
Yes.
The Dougo.
Oh man.
I'm so sicko.
When they get here, tell them to send out the wheelchair.
Wow.
I actually feel, well, I'm deteriorating in motivation also, so there's something going on.
Yes, last 2 days has been not so great.
Not good.
So, here we go.
Yeah. Well, I think this is enough of this until we
get the diagnoses.
Right. I suppose it'll give me some big horse pill that I can't swallow decent.
I hope they can hear your voice.
It'd be unfortunate if they couldn't, wouldn't it?
We are working on trying to find microphones.
So far, junk.
So, I think Cole the Corn Star sent a suggestion, so we'll see. Chet sent me a text.
Really?
He must have asked, so does Cole use iPhones?
I have no idea, I don't.
So that, I will probably be trying that, and I don't understand all the things. How's your position of your camera going?
I don't know, I get fear for my life on them rumble strips when they started making
I hate
noise.
them things.
We'll get to survive that one. Okay, that's enough of this nonsense and sickness update.
Goodbye. Talk to you later. Incredible winds. 30 to 40 mile an hour winds with gusts up to 50 is the wind advisory today. Here, Doug is trying to prevent the drifting, which is so bizarre to me with it being so wet this year. And, oh, wow. I wonder if this is like the dirty 30s, only they never had rain, I don't think. Ooh. All right. Wow, the wind.
That's me biting my tongue. All I can say is it can be so fun and then it can be so horrible.
When is the last time you cultivated?
I was trying to calculate that too, and when did Roundup Ready come into existence?
Why is there so many corn plants missing?
Well, this is our field that we had variable rated.
Oh.
So, oh my gosh, there's a lot more missing. Why is this happening?
If you cover it up with dirt, it's going to be worse.
Did you explain to them what we're doing here?
I'm
Salvage.
just freaking out. Right. Okay. No, I haven't. I'm just kind of...
Salvage mission.
Salvage mission?
Isn't that what I said?
Sort of.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to pull myself
I
together
gotta
here
slow
for a
down.
minute. I just see missing corn and I'm freaking out. And then I turn around and go, there's a lot of dirt being turned over, and that was always a scary thing, cultivating. So you're cultivating, which you must have dug this out of the trees.
Yeah.
Because
of the wind, and the wind is blowing so horrible that it's eroding and sawing off the corn, sandblasting it.
Oh.
So now we're stripping out the field, trying to do it as fast as I can, but there's nothing fast about cultivating, and it's just enough to make me want to
Puke?
cry, puke, and everything. You know, I've said it before. If you don't love the farm, you will never... I can't imagine the worst job in the world to do if you didn't like it. And we're either so bullheaded, ornery, just not gonna give up ever type of deal. I don't know what else to say. Why would anybody wake up day after day? Well, not every day is bad.
Well, I would hope not, or why?
There's a lot of bad jobs.
I would say it definitely takes a degree of, you could call it orneriness, stubbornness, but you could also call it tenacity to turn it to a positive.
Well, I am having a lot of, this is bad. I'm going to have to reset the cultivator. This side of the ditch is more heavy soil, so now I'm throwing slabs and covering up the corn.
That's what I thought it looked like. Maybe that's why I was having an anxiety attack there. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay.
Something belongs out in the desert. Poor little plants.
Well, I was sitting in the approach, and I'm like looking at the dust, and I'm like, this is with rain. How bad was it during the dirty 30s?
I can't imagine. I can't imagine anything.
I mean, we've had a lot of moisture, and oh my gosh. Grandpa, I wonder, I mean, he just talked about it often, but...
Wet rags and bed sheets over the windows trying to keep the dust from coming out. Got dark out because the sun couldn't penetrate the dust, and we got water sitting in low spots, and then the little hills are drifting away and sawing off all of the
beautiful baby corn.
They're
just terrible.
Yeah, this is all variable rated. I think this is like 22,000 pop, 30-inch row. So it looks a little sparse to begin with, and take the wind that has sawed off a couple, and then we planted this that night before the big rain event. Barely got this field planted, and then that rain, I believe. So then you had a few kernels that did not survive the too much rain, and you end up with, I don't even know what the stand is out here, but when you plant 22 and you eliminate a few out of bad germ,
they look really sad and wilty.
yeah, it looks like something that you'd see out in the desert, like just all beat up. It's
Kinda
supposed to get
rescue
windier,
them.
like 50-mile-an-hour gusts this afternoon.
Yes.
Oh, that'll be. Take it all at once, then.
Well, there you can see the strip over there. So you film some of this for like Chud's channel, so there'll be something coming out. I suppose in a couple weeks, I think, is where his videos are at. So this is just a little clip of what is happening.
This is our only farm that we have this problem on, and yeah, if I could only turn back the clock, I would have done different fall tillage last year.
Oh.
And I believe we farmed this since 2010. And we've never had the problem before, and here we are, still learning.
Always learning. Say, let's update. I think the last we talked about, I was taking you to the clinic.
Oh.
Thank you, Lord, for antibiotics. Oh my goodness, you were sick. I have not seen you that sick since I don't know. And you didn't even have a fever, or so it didn't register on when we were in the office there. But my goodness, when you said, "I hope they pull all my teeth out, your upper teeth," I thought, I think we're talking about a sinus infection here.
It was brutal. Still is brutal. I don't want to be that guy that's always complaining about, oh, I'm so sick. You all know everybody has those people in their lives, so all you hear about is their
aches and
medical
pains.
problems.
It gets to be a little personal sometimes on some people do.
Oh, I had the bathroom. No, just keep that to yourself. You don't need to know about your
bathroom breaks.
Whenever somebody brings up I gotta go see a man named John. Okay, you go see him, you just keep that to yourself.
I agree.
Nobody wants to know about anything that goes on in the room where John lives. Just stop. Just stop it.
There's a lot of people named John, but how did that ever happen anyway?
John Crapper was his name. Go Google that. That's no kidding. The toilet was invented by John Crapper. I'm not kidding. That's true.
That's something.
As I was told anyway. I think that's true.
Wow. Oh, I was going to talk about something. I totally forgot about
That
it.
totally blew your whole mind, didn't it? Title of this video, John Crapper. That's what this whole year is like.
It's Crapper.
Get the biggest John you can find and just flush this year right down the Crapper.
Okay. It's crap.
Yep.
Wow.
I wish I had a 60-foot cultivator. That's what I always used to do years ago. Man, I started out with a 24-foot field cultivator back in high school. And I'd make a pass, look back. Wow, I think if I had twice this big of a digger. Everything I was thinking, twice as big. Wouldn't that be something? Now we have that stuff. And now I look at a 60-foot planter and I think 120 foot.
Wow.
They make them. But that's too big. That ain't going to work up here. 90-foot planters, I don't know. That I would like an 80-footer. But then we'd have to change corn heads. Why are we talking about this? We don't need to talk about it.
You're talking about that.
Everybody,
your voice is better, so you can talk more now.
It comes and goes.
I remember when we were first married, and especially in the bean fields, you could notice a significant difference in the plants after you had cultivated. They got a much richer green color, and they just filled in. And it was just gorgeous to look at the fields when
didn't take a day or two, and they were.
And when you stop cultivating it, I just thought, well, I don't know, can this be a good thing? It obviously was good for them to get the whatever, the aeration of the soil, or
I
what?
touched base a little bit about that on Chet's
okay.
thing. It is, whatever year that was when Ready Roundup come out. Would that have been late 90s? Early 2000s?
We were married in 88, so...
I don't know, whatever year that was.
back when... There used to be good music then.
That's pretty much when people quit cultivating, when the Roundup Ready stuff come, because you actually had to cultivate to help
The weed
clean. Here
control.
comes a big wind gust here now. I don't know if you can see that dust coming. Oh yeah, right. We're right in the middle of it now. Oh, and it goes back. Well, anyway, that's why we used to cultivate years ago. Everybody cultivated, and then the water, the too much rain was causing trouble, getting stuck with the cultivators. Tractors back then wouldn't raise the 3-point hitch very high, so all you had to do is sink down a little bit, and then the cultivator stayed in the ground because you were in the mud 4 or 5 inches deep, and miserable. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, back and forth.
Did you know that Chet has sinus infection and bronchitis?
He's sleeping with the dogs today, I guess. He sent me a Snapchat if that's what he's going to do today. He's got the dogs laying around there sleeping. So he said he was going to sleep too.
That's important. You slept, we got back from the clinic, you slept for 3 hours.
Oh, it's horrible.
And then you're like, I should get up. And I'm like, why? And then you left, I think, for 45 minutes. You're like, I'm going to go drive around. I'm like, and do what? And look at what? And I don't even know what you did, but you were back and you're like, that was long enough.
Yeah.
And you were perspiring, and oh my God, your face was all wet.
It's the human body is.
It's amazing. It's like the body's just like fighting.
It's amazing, but it's very weak. I mean, I think I've said this before. A sliver in your finger can darn near put you out of commission because you just can't function. It hurts so bad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, are you making one more round? Takes a while.
It does. I don't think I have time. I've got stuff to do.
Radio, check copy, got a copy 25 amp.
Oh, you can hear the farm very clear way down here.
Yeah, Chet was out there yesterday, so I think...
Sounds like they're moving corn. Oh, that should be fun.
In the wind? Oh,
Tear the tarp right off the truck.
wow. Maybe not the day to do that. I don't know.
Maybe ain't a day to do anything.
Stay home in the house. Except the wind coming out the lake and the sound is like I had enough from yesterday. And I tried to mow in it. And it was, what did my brother-in-law, Tony says, is taking a grass bath. I took a grass bath, which is true because the wind, you turn around with the lawnmower and the little pieces of grass just like all over you. My eyes were burning.
Polishes you.
It polishes, refines.
It's like driving in a snowstorm. It just polishes the paint on the vehicle. It cleans it up.
I was not clean.
No,
And
I don't
said
think that
today,
works that way.
I am not mowing today. It needs to be mowed. I am not mowing today. It's not happening. I don't think it would be safe.
You know, I wish that I had auto steer years ago.
Oh?
Yeah, this is kind of nice.
I am at.
Except on the headlamps here where we
How you're. Oops, sorry, talked over you.
Oh, that's okay. I talk over you all the time.
That's true.
Very bad habit I have. Except if I don't tell you what I'm thinking right
You
away,
forget.
I forget.
But then I forget what I'm going to say. Which was what? I don't know.
I'm sure it's something that I'm supposed to do, so that's fine if you forget.
All right, well, we'll let you guys go, and thank you again for joining our family and being a part of our lives. And the crazy train, and the crap.
In the John the Crapper room.
I'm going to Google that when I get to the
Yeah,
car.
go ahead. I'm pretty sure that's true, though.
Okay.
I'm sure there's other people that invented different. I think he's the original inventor, though.
You know, I just right now was going to leave.
Hang on, I'm backing up because the wind is going to rip the door completely off.
I was just gonna lean in for a kiss, and then I remembered you
I'm
don't kiss
sick.
on the camera.
It's still
Well,
light
I've
out.
got a little bit of this virus going on too that I'm about.
Keep it to yourself, Okay.
Whatever.
See you guys.
Thanks. Have a blessed day.